Hey YouTube, it's Taylor. I'm finally back with another video. I know I said I was going to be more consistent, but school has just been kicking my butt and I just need to stay focused on that. I have like a few more weeks into the semester, like 2 more weeks, and then I'm done. So it's going to be way more consistency. I'll have a lot more time on my hands, so bear with me guys. So this particular look, I wanted to do a spring look, so this is what it looks like. It's, simple, but got the blue. And yeah, so I'm happy to be back. I'm not back completely, but I'm back, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. If you guys are interested in how I achieved this look, please keep watching. And also, I apologize, I kind of am switching from the voiceover and talk throughout the video because outside it's just been really noisy today. So, don't mind that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I have a lot of new ideas coming up and I hope that you guys will stick around for that. And yeah, so I'm not gonna talk too much and I will see you guys in the next video. I said that like 5 times, but for real. Alright, so we're gonna get started. So my eyebrows are already done and I have already applied my primer. This new primer that I've been using is the Black Radiance True Complexion Primer, and I love it. I've been using it for a month now and I'm in love with it. It definitely controls my oil in my skin and my makeup stays on a lot longer. And I'm going to color correct using the NYX full coverage concealer in the color orange. And I usually don't color correct, you guys know that, but I wanted to try it because I had originally bought it for a client and I just wanted to try it out. I mean, I do have dark circles around my eyes because I don't get a lot of sleep, and then I do have dark circles like on the sides of my nose from my glasses because I've been wearing glasses for a really long time. And I also have like a few pimples that I want to cover up, so I'm just gonna see how that all works out. So this is my first time doing it, so if I'm doing it wrong, I'm pretty sure I'm doing it wrong, so yeah. Okay, so now that I am done color correcting, I'm now going to blend everything in using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. Yes, they are dirty. I'm sorry. Life is just hard right now, but I'm going to get my life together. And to make it easier to blend, I'm just going to spray my beauty blender, well, my sponge or whatever, with some water, just so it's easier to blend. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to foundation. I'm using a new foundation today. I just got it and this is my first time using it. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the color 180 R350. And so far so good. I really like this foundation. It's really smooth and it blends really nice. But I do recommend that when you blend it, you use a beauty blender or a sponge and you make sure that it's damp, just so that it blends a lot easier. And I really like this product. I really like it. This is my first time using it, so far so good. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna use it a few more times just to see how I really like it. Okay, so now I'm moving on to concealing and highlighting. I'm using my Graftobian HD Glamour Cream, nothing's new, and I'm using burnt amber, ginger, and winter wheat. Winter wheat is the lightest color, and I put that only under my eyes just to give a more highlighted look. And I'm just going to put it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, my chin, and also on my eyelids to act as a base for my eyeshadow. Okay, so now I am just blending out my concealer with my sponge just to make sure that there's no harsh lines and everything looks seamless. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start talking because there's not a lot of noise being made right now. So basically this part I'm gonna kind of walk you through how to bake. So as you can see, I am mixing my Ben Nye Luxury Camo powder and the Airspun powder. So I just thought of this idea. So okay, so I decided to mix them because one, the Airspun powder is mainly for like people with like fair skin tones, and it's a lot paler. As you can see, it's really light. You can't see that, but it's light. And I tried it out, and it was kind of pale, but you have to really blend it out. You can't leave it on your face for a long time. One thing that happens, like when it comes to baking, you're kind of setting your concealer so it doesn't move and stuff like that. And also you want to make sure you find a good powder to set your concealer with, because you don't want to be creasing under your eyes. And I have creases under my eyes, so I have to bake. And something I learned is that don't bake for too long if you're like going out and you're going to be taking pictures, because you're going to have flashback under this and you'll see like a thick ring, and you don't want that. So basically, if you're going to go out and you're going to do flash photography and it's at nighttime, just put enough to set it and just instantly wipe it off. You don't have to let it sit. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this beauty blender. I tend to bake with a beauty blender because I just like it. It's up to you. You can use a brush, you can use a puff, which came with the Airspun powder. So I mixed it on here. So I mixed my Camo powder and the Airspun powder. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we'll see. So you just want to bake under your eyes. So you just want to press down, especially under your creases. You just want to press it into your skin, and you just do that wherever you put concealer. So first, this Airspun powder, I got it from Sears online. I was really looking for this because it was sold out in Walgreens. But if you type in Airspun powder, translucent extra coverage, you should find it anywhere, and it's like $6, no more than $6. It might be probably $8 on like Amazon, but it's very cheap. My Ben Nye powder, this was like $20. And the bigger one, I was thinking about getting a bigger one, but I've had this since like last summer and it's a lot left. So yeah, I'm going to contour. So currently am basically out of my contour shade in the Cover FX contour kit. Okay, so now that I'm done contouring, I'm going to clean up the contour by baking under it using my translucent powder, the Airspun, and the camo powder. And I'm just going to bake under that. I'm not going to bake for too long. I'm not going to let it sit, but just enough to accentuate my contour so it's more chiseled. So now I'm going to get started on my eyes. You guys know, you knew this is like my favorite palette, and I feel like it's good to like get as many uses as you can. I mean, you're paying all this money for these products and things like that, especially eyeshadow palettes. You have to get your use out of them because a lot of them nowadays, they all have like similar colors. They all kind of are starting to look the same, so it's like, get one, do as many looks as you can. I mean, that's how I feel because, you know, I'm on a budget. So I mean, this is like a really good palette to invest in. A lot of the colors are pigmented, and yeah, you could just do whatever you want. Like, you get so many uses out of this palette. Like, you guys seen every single video that I've posted, every single makeup tutorial, anything that involves eyeshadow, I've used this palette, with an exception of like another one, like 2 extra ones. But this is my go-to, okay? So I'm gonna get started. So I'm gonna start with my transition color. So I'm using these 2. I'm gonna mix them, and I'm just gonna put those in my crease and a little bit above it. I've been, you know, the end of the semester is coming up in 2 weeks, and I've been stressing myself out with procrastination and all of that. So that's where I've been just school, work. It's always homework, always projects, papers, things like that, and I can't juggle them both because of how I am. It's really hard for me to juggle a lot of things. I like to think I can, but I really can't. Like, it's really hard for me to juggle like school, YouTube, like recording and editing. I mean, I can do it if I like set some time out, but life don't work that way, okay? It just don't work that way. It's hard. But since the end of the semester is coming up, I will be working, but I'll have more time on my hands to like record and stuff like that. And I do want to grow my channel, you know. Shout out to like the new subscribers. It hasn't been a lot of new ones, but hey. But yeah, this summer I really just want to grow my channel to its fullest potential. That's what I really want to do, period. Just not this summer, but just period. That's why I wanted to create this channel. But yeah, I'm done talking. Well, not really, but so I'm gonna use these 2 colors, and I'm going to put those in my outer corners and my inner corners. It's kind of like a halo effect. I call it halo, spotlight, whatever. So I'm just going to put that in my crease and kind of just deepen it to give it some dimension. So this whole eye look is gonna be like kind of like a bold, springy look. I know I'm using black, but it's all gonna tie in. It's all gonna tie in, and it's gonna look nice. It's gonna look nice, okay? So now I'm going to use Wisp. This is from ColourPop. It's a highlighter. I use it to highlight. It's an amazing highlighter, but I'm also gonna put this on my lid. I'm just gonna use my finger because it's really hard to use with a brush because it's super creamy. So I'm just going to just pop that on my lid. Okay, so I'm back doing a voiceover because they turned the lawnmower on again. So I'm using that color, the color I use as my transition, and I'm just blending out the dark color just to make sure there's no harsh lines and everything is seamless. Okay, so now I'm using my blush from the Avon Ultimate Mega Palette, and I'm just putting that on my cheeks, and then I'm going to use my transition color to soften up the black that I used, and I'm going to reapply the wisp to the middle of my lid. I'm going to add a pop of color, so I'm going to use these eyeshadows from my Avon Ultimate Mega Palette, and I'm going to use these blue, and I'm going to place it on my lower lash line. So now I'm going to use this gold shade, and I'm just going to use my finger and just put that on top of the wisp, just to kind of make it look cuter, you know? I don't really have an explanation. I'm just winging it. I never plan how I'm gonna do a look. I always like have a vision of how I'm gonna do it, but I never like plan it, because I planned it one time and then it looked really bad. So I was like, I'm gonna just wing it and then see how it goes. You take both of my cream gel liners from ColourPop. I'm going to use Exit and Swerve. It's both white and black. And I'm going to do a wing eyeliner. And also line my lash line with Swerve. No, Exit, which is the white. And now I'm going to use the black, and I'm going to create my wing. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back into Exit, and I'm going to add an extra line under the black. I'm going to use my favorite Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in the color Topaz. This is what it looks like hitting pan, but it's not stopping me. And then I got a new highlighter brush. This is the Morphe M500, and so far I really like this brush. So I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to apply it on the high parts of my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, cupid's bow, my chin. Okay, so now I'm using a second highlighter, which is Wisp from ColourPop, which is also what I used on the middle of my lid. And I'm just going to put that in the same place where I applied Topaz. And I'm just going to blend it out with the brush. And now, guys, we're gonna take it to another notch. We're gonna use 3 highlighters today. So, because this glow, it's the springtime, who doesn't want to glow? So I just bought this. This is the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated. This is in the color Luminous. This is what it looks like. This is really light for brown skin. I originally got it because I do people's makeup, and I do have clients that are fair skin, and this is something for them, but I wanted to try it. Why not? So I'm just gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna line my lips with Limbo. This is like my favorite thing to line my lips with. So a tip you can use if you're dealing with a lip that's not matte, you can easily just apply a translucent powder on top of it and it makes it matte for you. So that's what I did in this with my lips. And now I am applying Luminous, which is the third highlighter that I use, and I'm applying that to my brow bone. And for my inner corner, I went into my Absolute New York Icon palette that I always use, and I use the color Ballet to highlight my inner corner. Okay, so I totally forgot to put lashes on towards the end, so I finally did them. So these are my Christina lashes double stacked with my Ardell Demi Wispies, and I just applied those with my Kiss glue. It's the black one, and that's basically the finished look. So guys, this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.